what a really fun hop this has been. Let me get over here on my tablet so I can read chat. Takes a minute for it to come up. There's Becky. Hi, Becky. Hi, Ann. Hi, Susan. And Cheryl DeMarco. And thank you, Becky. Becky, thank you so much for filling in. We sure did appreciate it. I appreciated it. And Susan, thank you so much for calling Ann and helping her get restarted. And Ann, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. We all go through these internet issues. And it's how we learn. It's good experience, isn't it? And, I just have all kind of good things to say about our Friday night team. They really pulled together for this stream. Becky stepped in, and Lisa stepped in for Paint Girly, Lori Paint Girly. Keep her in your thoughts and prayers. I don't know how she's doing, but she had some health issues earlier this week and had to cancel. And Erin had to cancel. So, you guys just really pulled together. And we thank you so much, because I know you guys are giving up an hour of your, it ends up being an hour. You're giving up your time on Friday nights and to be with us. And there's Tanya. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Rachel. Aw, this has been a really fun hop, hasn't it? I have learned so much. If you go to my description box, you will see a link to the artist who is inspiring me. And I actually found her in this What Women Create magazine. And her name is Veronica Funk, and I was so inspired by this. Just look at this. I think this is her grandmother's series. But it's also a series on women, and she did a series on little houses. But, yeah. And I go, I wonder if she's got a YouTube channel. And she does. And so the link to it is in my description box below. And the video that I was watching that inspired me was actually a video where she's doing little houses. And she split up her page into 9 equal rectangles and did a little house in each rectangle. And I'm going, well, I've done little houses and I've done shadow boxes too, but it inspired me. She does series, like you saw that series of those women. And I thought, I want to do a series. And so I'm doing a series where I'm just painting. I've done shadow boxes. I'm in love with shadow boxes, but this series is going to be all done with painting on canvas. Let me get a sip of tea. You would think I've been typing all day, but my throat, it would be thinking that I would be talking all day. But no, I've been typing. Now, how does typing give you a scratchy throat? I don't know. Hi, Janet. Thanks for peeking in, lady. Janet and Arlene have been so good in modding for these hops. Excuse me. We so appreciate both of you. Well, we appreciate all of you. Hiccups. No, it's not the hiccups, it's a scratchy throat. I'm thank goodness I'm not hiccuping yet. Hi, Mary Lou. Hi, Marge West. Hi, Darla Kay. Oh, Darla, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's, these hops are just here for fun. Watch it at your leisure. Hi, Deb. Welcome. And Kathleen Kelly. Welcome. And there's Rachel. And Sharon Lombard. Oh, Sharon. I don't think I gave Sharon credit today when I was showing Feltisha. Sharon Lombard did this wonderful little felt doll wonderful. And we named her in one of my streams. And Becky actually came up with the name of Feltitia. And I love it. I love it. She's going to go on here, not on this page, but on one of my other pages. I'm going to do her, Penelope, and Papa Pierre. And hopefully I can find little Peppy the skunk. He's not done yet either. But I'll get him done one of these days. Let's see. Popo is here. Tanya. Hi, Tanya. And Lahr. And Lahr. And Lahr went through a learning experience. Yeah. We all do it, Ann. We all have to go through that. I can't tell you how many times I messed up, so don't feel bad. Do not feel bad. It's how we learn. Okay. Isn't she beautiful? Feltitia, she is just gorgeous. And I love that Random.org picked, out of the list of names, Random.org picked Feltitia, which was suggested by Becky, and Holly suggested the name Rose. Now, Penelope is Penelope Rose, so Feltitia is Feltitia Rose. Just have a little sisterly naming convention there. And Becky really outdid it tonight. She stepped in. Not only did she cover for Shelley couldn't make it tonight, and that's perfectly understandable. Shelley, if you're out there listening, we get it. We understand. I don't get all upset if you guys can't make it, you know, especially if it's for good reasons, and most of the time it is. So Shelley's has a lot on her plate, and I get it. So, but Becky stepped in with Shelley, and then when Ann had an issue with getting her laptop restarted, her computer restarted, Becky jumped in and covered for Ann until Ann could get back online. That's a sign of a good team when you guys work together like that. Well, I was going to do this little, I call this my Aladdin's lamp. I got it at Goodwill. I got it really cheap because it had a broken leg, but they had taken the leg and put it on the inside. And I found it in there, and I thought, well, I'm going to buy it and see if my brother can't fix it for me. And this is the broken leg. But, yeah. So, and I opened it up tonight, and I had forgot that I put these little, I folded up little quote sayings, and I'm going to pull one out and see what it says. This is our encouragement for tonight. Let's see what it says. If you speak kind words, you will hear kind echoes. Ah, Meri needs practice, but maybe that's why it's in there. We'll put that back at the bottom. Meri doesn't always speak kind words. I have to tell you guys, I'm not perfect. Knock me off my pedestal. But instead of this, because it's awfully dark, I think what I'm going to do is do some buttons. Now, this is 17 inches wide, and I'm going to fold it in half for my journal. But if I do buttons across here, if I do this, then it won't matter if it folds in the center, because there'll be some buttons on each page. This will be toward the back, and this one will be toward the front. So I decided on that. And then one of the processes, I don't want to read this entire article to you, but one of the things that, when I read this article about Veronica Funk, her link to her channel is in the description box below. She's a Canadian artist. But one of the things that she does, and I don't know if I highlighted it here, one of the things she does is, she says, I find inspirations for stencils everywhere. And she cuts her own stencils, but she likes to take and add, this was, I was using that as a bookmark. She likes to take stencils and add them to the background. So I thought I would do that, but another thing I thought that I would do is I'm going to put some texture in here with this stencil. And I've got these Tim Holtz playing cards out. I'm just going to play tonight, maybe with the button cards and the stencil. Actually, what I wanted to do was a little photo type thing. And I'm not going to attach a Tim Holtz paper doll, but I'm going to use one as inspiration. So, I don't know how late I'm going to be on tonight. I did take a nap. Becky was saying, did Meri take a nap today? And I did. Actually, I couldn't keep my eyes open any longer. Ooh, I love these ladies. Oh, those are cool. I wonder, maybe if I use, now, here, something like this. Because they are, oh, this here, oh, wow, now I'm finding it. Very Victorian-ish. And they're very white. Very white. And I might, what I might do is, what I'm thinking is tack a photo with paint, draw a little photo, and put these ladies in the background, but I want to look like it's been tacked on there. You know, as an afterthought, how you might pin a photo on your shadow box or tape it there or something. So I'm going to keep these ladies out. I'm going to do a little bit of stenciling in the background and do the button card, and then maybe do a photo of these ladies. I'm going to paint them. So this will keep me quite busy tonight. And I'm going to try, for those of you who know, the way I do my streams is I'll come out and chat for a while, and then I'll go in and do my art. And while I'm in doing my art, I don't focus on the stream. I don't want to be here all night. Let's look at chat. And that should go for when you talk to yourself. What did Becky say? And that should go for when you talk to yourself. Thank you, Janet, for giving the link. In fact, let's go up here to my stream and save this to my... Let's see, did I save Lisa's? Let me see if I saved Lisa's. I think I did. Time for art, playlist. Yes, I think I have all of them in that playlist now. Thanks for dropping that link. I appreciate that. Now I have to get back into my own chat. There I am. You're saying from, oh, the saying from the jar. The kind words. Oh, I tucked it back in there, so I can't. I've already forgot it, Becky. That's how that stayed in my head. I'll have to go back and listen to the replay. Oh dear. So I don't want a big bold design on here because I'm going to be putting the buttons on here. In fact, this maybe I'll just do this down here as a layer for the next box. I have no idea what I'm going to put down here, because if I do this and put texture there and then come in with my buttons, it'll be too much. But I want to use a stencil. I could put the stencil in the background here, just a little bit of a flower back there. Maybe I need something in there anyway, maybe with some sort of a light wash of red, alizarin crimson maybe. Let's see how that works. Let's do that right now, and then I'll have that technique kind of going on this page. And this is, you know, I use stenciling, but I don't really, when I do mixed media and do stenciling and that, I usually do like it ends up being postcards or something like that. I don't really stencil as a part of painting. And so this is, you're always learning, you're always trying new things. So this is kind of inspired by Veronica. I'm going to put some Hopefully that'll show up. I did this morning, and if this still has some, not shit, you know, the medium, but that's okay because I want to do a light wash anyway. Let's just put a little, and let me get a sponge. They were falling all over the floor this morning. Can I reach for one tonight? Yeah. I might have to, here. I was thinking I might have to open a new package, but I think I have a package that's been opened. Maybe I'll get out a couple. So I think this has been a wonderful hop. Beth Schuler did a bang-up job on, she was doing a painting, and my head does not recall who she used as inspiration, but she did a wonderful painting of a beach scene, and I think that's one of your better pieces, Beth. Just my opinion. Oh, is this even going to show up? I might have to go add a brighter color. Let's see. Let's mix a little white with that. Just a teeny bit of white. And then Anna's going to come on, but she had a little bit of an issue. So Becky stepped in with her, and Becky did a piece inspired by Chelsea, and you can go to her link, to her channel and get the link. I don't have the link right offhand, but yeah, very nice, Becky. She was doing a paper piecing of Howie, her cat. Well, actually, I think she said she was going to do all 3 cats. Now, I kind of wanted a brighter red. Let's see how that's going to look. Yeah, it kind of falls into the background. How does it look in the... Yeah. Let's do a little bit of... Uh-oh. Don't want to knock my white paint over the cliff. I need to take Janice Glein's advice and put up a wall here, and I've been meaning to do it, and then I never get it done, you know? Yeah, that's how it goes. I'm going to do a little bit of stenciling in the background here. Maybe a little bit more white on these. Can I get that in there? Bring this out just a little bit more. Yeah, I kind of like that. So there's that technique. And I might, let's take this red, let's just kind of push it. I don't want it too bright. I just want to push it back a little. There. And then, of course, it's sitting on a shadow box, so this is the... And this is not quite done yet. Alright, so now over here what I want to do is the button card. Now this is going to fold in half, and the half point is right here. So let me get this out. And I think what I'm going to do is mark this. I don't know, do I want it that wide? I don't think I want it quite that wide. I think I want it to go about to here, because I want a square up in here, or a block, or however it turns out. And I've been playing with this because I've had it forever. This is a Sharpie oil-based marker, and I don't like to use oil stuff, so on that, because it's really, you know, oily. So let me just kind of use this up, and let's leave a little, let's make this irregular sort of. So I'm just going to kind of draw this way and this way, and I'm going to build the shadow box as I paint the blocks. And I'm considering each one of these blocks a part of the series. And I don't know if I like it that white in there. I might push that back a little bit more. I think it's fighting with the white shoe. Let's get this red and push it back a little bit more. I want it white, but I don't want it so white that it fights with the shoe. And I'll go in there and I'll be repainting on it. Of course, now I'm going to have the photo tacked on there too, but I don't want it quite that white. And it'll take shape as I work on it. And I'm moving to the next block and I don't have that one done. So this is not, it isn't like I'm working one block at a time. I'm working as I get inspired. Yep, that's what happens. All right, let's see what's going on in chat. Thank you, Janet. Janet dropped a link to Veronica's channel. She has, as I watched her, I don't know if she's put up a new video yet or not, but she has a question and answer period as her first video. You have to scroll down a little bit to see the one with the little houses. But they are really fun. They're really cute. And, you know, I'm just glad to have found her. Hi, Beth Schuler. Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Let's see. Barbara Clark is here. Hi, Barbara. I do too, Barbara. I just love hearing how different people got inspired from this hop. I'm not happy with my background yet. It looks like a cloudy day in the background. That burgundy is almost the same color as, this, I'm not happy with this. I'm gonna push it in the background a little bit more. I can still see the patterning, but I don't want it to fight with my shoe. And don't worry about all of this because I'll be going in over this again, detailing it out. All right. I like that a little better. All right, so this I'm going to, I think what I'm going to do is I look at this button card. I got this at that antique mall where I took you guys the one time for my birthday. I went to an antique mall for my birthday stream. And I got these button cards, and I just keep them sitting up on the top of my computer desk. Ooh, this one has a diamond in it. I like that. But I like the little red ones too. So I might do these up in here. Well, I don't like so many blacks, so maybe over here. But what I'm going to do, and let's see how I'm going to do this. Maybe I'll put it up here against the light bulb, the lamp. Yeah, that works. All right. I was looking at chat. Hi, Leslie. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Who else did I miss? Michelle is here. Hi, Michelle Noel. Rachel says, good night, ladies. Good night, Rachel. Thanks for popping into all of the streams today. I saw you in several of the streams. Thank you for supporting the hop. Patricia, did you find your way here? Becky's asking Patricia. Thank you, Janet, for leaving the links. It looks like old-fashioned wallpaper. Well, it's hard for me to tell. When I look at this, let's see, when I look at it in my tablet, the way the light hits it, it looks really light. But when I hold it up and look at it in real life, you know, that where the light isn't hitting it on, it kind of falls more into the background like I want it to. Let's see. Anne is here. Becky says, And that should go for when you talk to yourself. Oh, she's talking about being kind. My quote was about being kind. And you gotta be kind to yourself. Kathleen Kelly says, everyone did a great job. I learned so much tonight. Let's see. Becky says, I love my gnome family and white cats so very much. Aww. Barbara Clark is here. Or was here. I don't know if she's still in here. Hi, Mary Lou, Aunt Loopy, and Marge West, and Darla Kay. Welcome, everybody, and Deb, and Monkey 911T. Hello, hello. And Tanya said hi. Popo was here. And now I'm up at the top. Let's go back down to the bottom. Rachel says, oops, a bit of blue on the background of the shoe. Yeah, I'll be playing with this background just like I played with this. Yeah, I got dark blue in here, so a bit of dark blue in there again. Let's see. I think I'm caught up with, hi Patricia Stubbs, welcome, welcome Patricia. Glad to have you join us. Leon, which one is Leon? Is that, let's see, which one is Leon, Janet? Did I miss somebody? Leslie, Joan, Chris, Shuck, hi Chris. There are new people coming to our streams all the time. Michelle is Leon. That's right. That's right. Hi, Michelle Leon. I remember now. Somebody started calling Michelle Leon. Was that Shelley or Keisha was calling Michelle Noel Leon? All right. So what I think I'm going to do for the cardboard, I want the buttons to be just flat on facing us like this. Like I'm kind of, well, I don't know. I could try. No, I think I'll just have them flat on facing us. I was thinking maybe I could try to like wedge them in there, but I'm not ready to play with different angles yet because I'd have to do the perspective thing. Well, maybe I could. No, I'm just going to be doing flat on. But what I'm going to do is leave a red border, and then the cardboard is going to be kind of like a tan. You'll see me paint a cardboard in the background, maybe add some frayed edges if I can. That would be interesting to try. And then on that, I'll start doing the buttons. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but the way the light hits these buttons for me, I'm not sure you guys can see it, but there's some very light shadows. Like this white button has a shadow right in here for me, right in there. There's a shadow here, a shadow there, a little shadow off of that. Now, if I stand this up, I'm leaning it against my aunt light. I can really see the shadows because the light's hitting it. So what I want to do is let's fold this. Well, you know, ew, what did I do here? let me, I got some water or something over here. I don't know what I did there. Let me just fold this in half. I don't know where that water came from. Oh, it came off of the bottom of my iced tea glasses, sweating. Keisha gave Michelle Leon's name. I mean, Leon, well, Keisha renamed Michelle. All right, so I want a little bit of tan. And let's try this. That's the burgundy. I have this nutmeg color, and it's really juicy. I wonder if sometime I added water. I don't remember adding water to it, but it's really juicy, and I just need a drop of it. And I'm going to add it with white. This is really old paint, let me tell you. I need to use it up. And let me add a bit of white to that. Let me bring it over a little here. A little bit of white. A little bit, a lot. And it's always good to have a roll of paper towels handy or rags or something when you paint. I go through these paper towels like crazy. All right, but don't let the wind blow them away. I got the fan on in the background. If you hear a noise in the background, I do have a fan going. All right, let's, and I usually mix with my brush. A professional artist would tell you not to do that, but I'm not, I don't do this for a living, I do it for fun. All right, so I'm gonna paint the cardboard in here, just giving it a square kind of. Just like, and I might add some more brown to that. And it can come clear down because it's sitting on this shelf. Yeah. To get out some more burgundy. I'll be playing with this. Something like that. Now I don't like how it went up there. I'll be straightening that out. Let's see. I think I washed out my brushes from this morning. Did I? They're not in the water jar. Let's try this one. Let's get that burgundy again. Burgundy that I folded up. And I do use wax paper as my palette because it's so convenient. I can throw it away when I'm done. And you should probably wait for these to dry. I am way too impatient for that. Way too impatient, especially when I'm streaming. So let me heat it with a little bit with the heat gun. I want to straighten out this top part. My cord is caught on something behind us. There it goes. Yep. I don't have room on my desk for things. I really need a bigger desk, but if I had a bigger desk, I'd need a bigger room. I want to straighten this out. I might take a couple layers to do this, but that's okay. You've got that mixing in with the white. Let's put a little of that dark blue in there. Now, if you ever watch Cinnamon Cooney, she would be telling you what color and what brush and but she does it, she teaches it. I don't teach, I just play. And I think I want a little bit deeper and a little bit more. Yeah. All right, let's let this dry a little because and I need just a teeny bit of yellow in there because the cardboard, it has a tinge of yellow in it, of age. More of a, probably even an orangey yellow, but a tan yellow. Let's see if I can mix some of this with that tan. Yeah. So we're just kind of painting the base of the cardboard. What that is. Whatever it is that's stuck on there, it just must be. Got some red in there. And it doesn't matter if it's, let's put some more up there. In fact, let's bring this down here. I probably need more. I just like to play. I do what I see. Leslie's leaving for work, she says. Janet dropped a link to my inspiration artist. Yes, Darla. Lisa did a wonderful stream showing inspired by Cece. I don't get out there to watch Cece too much, but I know she does the watercolor doodles. She does a wonderful job on that. My paintbrush is uneven here. Let's just fill it in. It's a yellow color and mix some of that brown with the yellow. Now, if I was really wanting this to be realistic, I would be allowing for the depth of the shadow box. And I probably should. Let's just go in here and pretend that there's a, right in here, and of course, I got yellow on my brush. Right in here, let's say that there's a wall back here. The shadow box is dimensional. So let's say there's a wall in here, like that maybe, and then there's the floor of the box coming in here. And I'll be playing with this, and then I'll be building the frame of it. So the same way over here, there's a wall back here. Let's see, probably should be over on this side though. And I'm kind of having to use my imagination because I'm not looking at a shadow box. I'm just painting this how I think it would show up. And it doesn't have to be totally realistic. I mean, I'm not going for that. I'm just going for fun. And let's go back and work on that cardboard a little bit more. Get some more of this juicy nutmeg. I'm using mostly apple barrel paints because that's what I reached for. I do have the Deco Art. I like both for different reasons, but ew, this is messy. Messy Mary. I think I added water to this nutmeg at one time and I really juiced it up. But I wanted to, I think it was really thick and I didn't like how thick it was. Let's take some yellow and put in there. You just gotta play. I'll be painting my buttons on this as a button card. And it's pretty much a piece of cardboard is what I'm trying to represent here. The background of this. And I'm just imagining how it might look a smaller piece in the shadow box. Maybe a little bit more. But when I get those buttons on there, they'll be taking precedence over this card. This card will fall into the background. Now I'm pretty happy with that. Now when I look in my tablet, it looks yellow. I don't know how it looks from my phone, but that tablet, as I look at my tablet, it doesn't give me true colors. I think my phone has a higher resolution, a higher graphic ability than my tablet does. My tablet really brings out the yellow in this, but as I look at it in real life, I see more of the tan color. All right. Yeah, just a few strokes and you have a wall. And let's go back in with this burgundy. I really got this too dark in here. Let's put some burgundy in here and bring that over this way a little. The shadow box, the shadow box itself, I want a burgundy background. And this, I'm going to try to simulate a painted wood, but I'll do that last. I'll do that last. And I'm not expecting true realism out of this. That's not what I'm going for. I'm just going for inspiration. And I don't want to spend all night on this either. So I'm going to give this a little bit of a dry, and then I'm going to start putting in the shapes of the button. Yeah. I do use the heat gun. I know Tanya does not like to use the heat gun. And I think that when I read Veronica too, she said that she puts things aside and lets them dry. Let them dry for a day. Now, what I was going to do was try to pin, and I think I'll still do that. So after I get this done, the buttons put on here, I'm going to try to pretend like these two ladies are tacked up on my shadow box. I could try to put them in a little cubby hole themselves, but I like the idea of them. And I don't want to use the photo itself. I want this all to be a painting. So I'm going to try to paint these. We'll see. I might give up and use the piece. So what I want to do is, with my smaller brush here, let's find the one I was using this morning. I don't know what I did with it. Did it run away from me? It was a small one. No, I got some new ones. I think this is a new one. I think I can use, no, it's not new. It's stiff. I haven't used it yet. Let's get it going here. Your brushes, when you first buy, I might have used that for something. I like how stiff it is. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw some shapes, and I'm going to put them in white first, and then I'll go in and paint them out. So let's see, hopefully this white will show up pretty good. So I'm just going to put a button here. Now that's not going to work for me. Let's get out a different brush. Just put a button here. And this will be painted out. This is just like the base of it, just where that button will go. And for the darker buttons, I don't think I'm going to put a white. I'll come in with the navy blue. There's a button that's kind of a cylinder shape. See, I've got this one is this one. And then there's kind of a round one. I don't know if I can do that so dimensional. It's a little bit smaller. But to get that dimension that small might be a challenge. And that's kind of a tannish color. Let's go in with my tan. Well, it will conflict with what's out there. But it kind of fades into the cardboard anyway, doesn't it? So there's that one, and yeah, let's go with the dark blue. And there's a little button here, a little round button. I'm looking at this one right here. So it's falling right in here. And my brush is wet. And then there's a little diamond button here. Just a tiny one. Now the center of my page is right here. Yeah, I might have to paint that out a little. And I'm running out of blue. There's this one and this one, and then there's a burgundy button there. Let's put this one down in here. And I'll come in and I'll detail these buttons, but I'm just putting in the base of them, if I can. I'm running out of blue on this brush. And this button, as I'm looking at it from my viewpoint, you're looking at it top down, but this button kind of slants that way. So I kind of see the underside of it, and it's really a burgundy. I'm going to go in with the burgundy here on these two. So this is kind of a brownish, and I'm going to make it a burgundy one right here. And I'm amazed at how those brushes hold the water. And another one here, and I don't know if I can make it look slanty or not. When you do that, it kind of like that. All right, then I got these white ones, and I'm going to wash my brush out again. I probably should have different brushes, but I don't. So there's kind of like a little white one here, and boy, that brush really held that. Little white one there. Yeah, I don't like that. Let's see if I can sponge it up. And then there's this one is kind of a cream colored. I'm making it kind of a light yellow. And it's a cylinder button. I'm doing this one right here. And it comes, it's a little bit bigger. And right now all I'm doing is the base of them. I'm not trying to make them look like buttons. I'm just putting the shapes. I'm just putting in shapes. To get them to look like buttons, you're going to have to do some shading, some lighter color there. There's the shadow will give them dimension. Like there's I don't know if you guys can see it, but as I look at this button, there's a shadow right here. And that will give this dimension. And then there's light coming, there's no light coming that way. There's light from my aunt light coming this way, and that's what causing this shadow. There's a lighter shadow over here from my lamps over in this side. So this button kind of has wings. It's got a shadow here and a shadow there. I don't know if I'll put them both in. We'll see. And then there's another little teeny white button kind of off over in here. I get more of these buttons in here than what I thought I would. And another teeny, whoops. I'm not going to get that other teeny one in. We'll just have one teeny one. And I need to get out my blue again. Maybe I'll take a break. Hold on. Take a chat break. And I probably will not finish this tonight. I don't think I'm going to go too late. It is almost 10 o'clock. Let's say I'm going to quit at 10:30. That's enough for me. This going all night. Too much for me. Too much for me. Tires me out. Then I get grumpy the next day. So, somebody stopped me at 10:30. Oh dear. I'm narrowing this button down a little. Alright, let's look at chat. Let me wash this brush out. And if I don't get it done, I'll get it done eventually. That's what I always say. Let's see, Janet dropped a link to the playlist. Thank you so much for doing that, Janet. When Meri reads chat, she'll, yeah, that's what I was saying about adding detail. What I said above, Darla. Yeah. When you get to doing the detail on them. Meri, I think the shadows help us see the real round, light-colored button, the second one in the top row. Yeah, she's talking about this one right here. Yeah. And you guys are seeing, I'm actually seeing it, I think, closer than you are. Let me look at it from my camera above. My laptop, yeah. I'm seeing it. You guys are seeing my entire desk. I'm more focused on here. I see these, I think, a little bit more close up than you do. But I'm not going to mess with that right now. Let's see what else is going on. And I'll be playing with this shoe too. I'm not totally happy with what I did there tonight, but that's what you do. You play with this stuff. And until you get it how you like it. I'm not sure I like what I did there. It's too pink for me. It's too pink in there for me. I'm going to go back to the burgundy, I think. We'll see. Let's see. What else is going on? Mariana's here. Mariana Fernandez. Hello, Mariana. Welcome, welcome. Michelle said goodnight. Leon, he said goodnight. Who's Leon? Who's Leon? I always ask. Somebody will inevitably call Michelle Leon, and then I'm looking all over my chat for Leon. Oh, dear. It does look like the illusion of the attic window. Oh, in here you're talking about? Let's see. Let's go up above. This reminds me of a quilt pattern called attic windows. Really? Which one is she talking about? I wonder. Lisa, yours would be great scanned and printed off on sticker paper to use in journals. Yeah, Lisa did a wonderful job on hers. Well, y'all did. Becky has so much patience. And I kept thinking of that mosaic that I did. It took me forever. It took me forever. I've got that right here. Underneath of everything. I did it at this. I was inspired by when we did those art books, list of art books, and you're supposed to do an art piece. Mine was nowhere detailed as what Aunt Becca's doing with her collage. But I got tired. I put little black squares on here. Now mine was inspired by Roman mosaic, black and white. And then I got tired of doing all of those. So I started drawing in the squares. I don't have that kind of patience, and I lost one down here, so I drew it in. But that's what I thought of when I was watching Becky do all that. My goodness, that and doing that Zen doodle. I don't have that kind of patience to do all that work. Let's see. Who else is in here that I've missed? Michelle says, I need to get back to work, but I don't want to. Isn't that the way it goes? Allie K's birthday is today. Happy birthday, Allie K. Happy birthday to you. That's all I'm going to sing. That's all you get. Did you blow out the candles and make a wish, Allie? They're saying happy birthday to her. Alex says, hi everyone. My birthday night with Meri. Will we get to spend your birthday with you? Darla says, I thought Meri was going to cut that button card up. Oh, no, I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could cut this up. But what I like about it is I see the numbers written in there, and I'm wondering if I can take I don't know if I can draw them with the paintbrush, but I could probably take a fine point pen after I'm done and write in the numbers. Like that says 128, this says 92, 138. This one is 951. I think that's 951, 181. So these are button cards for, well, actually I think it goes this way. There's a D up there, or a P or something. And I might have been reading these upside down. This is 156. What I read it as 951. This is 150, 154, 160. I can't read the writing. 155. But I'm doing it this way because that's how I had it. All right. Let's go down below. Mary, your shadow box you added to the shoe section, it looks like the added window quilt block. This does. I'm going to leave it for right now. I might take and fix some of the spots here on the shoe where I messed up. But I'm going to leave the background for right now, and I'll look at it after the stream and decide what I want to do with it. If that looks like the attic window, I might leave it. And of course, you know, this white of the oil-based pen, when I do the framework around the shadow box, that'll all get pushed into the background. That probably, the white in here probably won't show. I just use it to mark off my lines here. Wasn't that a neat find, Darla? I got that a couple years ago when I went to, in fact, I streamed that. I did a live stream, and I took you guys with me to that antique mall, which I call a really wonderful thrift store, because it's not a antique mall where, well, let's put it this way, I can afford this antique mall. But I found these button cards. I found 3 or 4 of them in an old wash tub, and they had some linens in there and some other things, and these were kind of mixed up in there. And I had to get the ones I could afford. There were some really nice ones. And these are nice, but there were some really nice ones that I wish I could have afforded, but yeah, can't do that. Can't do that. And then when I lived in Wisconsin, they'd have a button show that you could go, and all these people that collected buttons, and they had dealers there. You could buy buttons from the dealers, and I have a few up. I'm not really a button collector, especially but I did buy a few nice ones. All right, what else is going on in chat? Ice cream, Becky says. Happy birthday, Allie. No candles tonight, Mary. Aw, I can't have a candle for Allie. How about the holly candle here? Let's light this candle for Holly. Holly gifted me this candle. It's an artificial one. Let's light the candle for Allie K. Wish her a happy birthday. You all did. Let's see. Where is it? This one? Which one is it? No. Is it this one? Happy birthday, Allie. We lit the candle for you. Turn it this way so you can see it better. Can you see it? There you go. Candle's lit. They won't let me have a candle on my desk anymore because I set my desk on fire one night. Let's set it up here. We'll let that candle burn for Allie. Well, you guys can't see it up there, can you? Maybe if I push it down here. I'll probably paint it. It actually has a plastic. This is wax, but it has a plastic wrap on it, so if I accidentally get paint on there, it won't hurt the candle. Let me move my Aladdin's lamp here. So I like just come out here and, yeah, Janet said that was so scary, Mary. I know exactly what I was doing. I was putting in, I was working on my Christmas, my holiday art journal, my December daily, and I had gotten a piece that my little grandniece had painted, and it was wrapped in, I think it was green tissue paper, or was it red? I think it was green tissue paper, and I unwrapped that tissue paper, and as I unwrapped it, I had a real candle. And as I unwrapped the tissue paper, it flopped over on, I think it was red tissue paper. I think the piece itself was green. And it fell over here on the candle, and I was, I was busy. And all of a sudden I looked over, and my desk was on fire. Well, luckily I had my tea. I had tea, and then I had my paint water, and I had a mess to clean up, but ah, thank you, Janet. It was kind of scary in a way, because I could have, I got drapes over here. If I would have flung, that piece over there, it could have caught those drapes on fire if I would have, tried to get rid of it. Like I might have picked that up and threw it, and it would have set my drapes on fire, which would have set the wall on fire, which would have set my desk on fire, which would, oh, you guys. Holly sent me an artificial candle to be safe. She also sent me, it's here, she also sent me a fire extinguisher. It's a toy one. I think this actually sprays. I've never put water in it. But she sent me a toy fire extinguisher. So funny. I keep it out here just to remind me not to light a candle. Although I might light a candle. I got, a little tea light. Well, tea light could start a flame too if I don't know. I got candles now that I can't burn. Miss Allie K, she had vanilla ice cream with crushed Oreos on top. Ooh, that sounds good. I'm trying to cut down on my sweets, but I don't know. I'm having semi-success. Allie K says, I watched a YouTuber review the extinguisher spray bottle the other day. Oh, really? The one that I showed you, Allie K? The little one that I showed you? Oh dear. Janet said mint chocolate chip or May Rocky Road. I love mint chocolate chip ice cream. It's my favorite flavor. Yep, mint chocolate chip, Janet. You got me there. Yes, Allie K, that was the Bead and Button show. They had it in Madison one year. Well, actually, I think it was Middleton, which is a suburb of Madison. Was it Middleton? I think it was. It was really fun to go to. I enjoyed it. Have you been to that Bead and Button show, Allie K? Let's see, what else is going on here? When you get to doing, Darla's talking about doing the detail work on the buttons. Kind of letting it dry. I'm not making much progress, am I? I like chatting with you guys every now and then. This isn't all just painting. You've been to the Bead and Button show. Do you collect any buttons? I didn't. I got these at the antique mall. The ones I got at the Bead and Button show are up in Madison. Everything of mine's up in Madison. I don't have room for it here. Becky said she used to like mint chocolate, but not anymore. Mint chocolate chip. Why don't you like it anymore, Becky? You've never been to it. Oh, you've never been to it. Oh. I'm sorry. I thought you said you've been to it. Oh, I see. You have never been to it. Okay. All right. Well, if you ever see it, if you ever have the opportunity to go, wherever it's held, if any of you have an opportunity to go to the Bead and Button show, I'd recommend it. It's fun. Now, some of those buttons are very, very expensive. I mean, some of them are collector's items and run up into the hundreds of dollars, but I might buy a button for $1, but, I'm not going to invest. I think these cards cost me $2 or $3, but there were cards on here that were like $10 or $15. I couldn't afford those. I could probably have afforded them, but I bought the $2 and $3 ones. You probably would like it, yeah. It doesn't taste good anymore. Oh, okay. What kind do you like? Did I miss what kind of ice cream you like? Did you say what you liked? Actually, you guys, I think I'm probably just about done painting. Let's do just a few more buttons and I'll probably call it a night because I just don't want to go all night tonight. I've been watching YouTube all day. Let me put in some of these darker buttons here. This one, if you could see it, this one is really, it's kind of got a gray. When I get to detailing it, I don't know if you guys can see it. If I hold it up real close. Yeah, maybe you can see it. It's kind of a grayish green, and then it's got black kind of clusters on there and little thin black stripes all across it. That's really a pretty button. But we're just going to give it a black background for now, just a black circle or dark blue circle. But that'll turn into a different, I'm just putting in a shape right now. When am I going to get my series done? You know what will happen? I also want to do paper dolls. I want to do paper dolls. I want to do little houses. I'm working on Becky's summertime journal. I'm having fun with Becky's. You guys have not found Aunt Beck. Most of you in here probably have. But if you're new, if you're listening on a replay and have not found Aunt Beck, her link to her channel is in the description box below because she participates in the streams. She is doing a summertime journal challenge. Let's see. There's a red button there again, a bright red button. Let's see. There's some smaller blue ones here. I also want to do Rosemary's. Do you think that I have even started the, what is it? It's the travel one this month. And I haven't even started the summer one, but I keep buying the caboodles because I like them. There's just so much I want to do and so much I don't get done. But I have fun. I have fun with it all. Now there's kind of a big button here. We'll put that in. Let's go back and put it in now. And it's kind of a dimensional, I want to say almost a pyramid shape almost. But not triangular pyramid. It might be, I'm not sure what kind of a shape to call that, but it's very dimensional. But it's very big, so we're just going to make a big circle here. And my paints, I got the fan on and it's pretty hot in here, so my paint dries up pretty fast. And here again, I'm just putting in shapes, so they're very flat right now. But they're telling me where these buttons are going to live on this button card. And there's a little round shaped. Let me wash out my brush. And getting the red here. It's really more of an orange, but I'm going to make it red for now. A little oval shaped button there. And then there's a tannish brown, kind of a six-sided button. I won't get all of these on here. In fact, I think I'll put that big white button here and move this tan one over here. The six-sided one over here. Yeah, it's more brown than that. I'm not going to go too late. It's already 10:18. I'll put in the shapes of these buttons and then I think I'll quit. I get tired. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm making it an 8-sided button. What did I do here? This whoops. This button has actually grown pretty big. I'm laughing because it's growing to be a big button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's okay. We like big buttons. It doesn't have to be a little button. All right. And then there's a white button there. This is actually used for inspiration. It doesn't have to look exactly like this. My paint's drying up on me. If I can get away with just putting in the shape. And it actually has a square in the middle of it, like so. Like that. And then there's another little round tannish button up in here. Right in there. Ooh! And let's put in, that's a bright red, but I'm going to use the red that I have on here. It's a burgundy. Well, actually that would be that one, but I'm going to just put in a, well, let's do it right here. A red button there. And let's go to this brown and make it kind of a brownish red, blue color. What am I doing here? I'll put in a button down in here. And I think there should be a white one down there. There's not a white one down here on the card, but I think I see a white button in there. And maybe I'll make it a square like this one. I'm happy with my button card. Let me get it. I'm happy with it. I'll make a kind of a triangle one. Like that. Maybe make it a little bigger. Oh, now I need something in there. A little one. There. Now, that's all I'm going to do. I'll come back and play with this again. I'm kind of tired. I've been watching YouTube all day long. Well, let's see. Let's not waste the paint on here, though. I got a lot of blue. Let's put in a blue wall here. A blue base. Might as well use it. It just take a minute. And let's bring it back a little so that we think that this card is kind of sitting back a little. And in fact, to make that, see if I can grab a little of this and bring it, I can get it on my brush. Might be dry. Bring it this way a little. Just a little. So it'll look like it's kind of leaning back. Might have to go with that poor six-sided button really is taking the abuse. Excuse me, I'm laughing at my skill level here. There. And let's bring this one a little bit more this way. And that'll make it look like it's leaning into the shelf area there. In my imagination, anyway. There. Yeah, I kind of like that. And let's go back to that blue and put that blue in here. Just because I've got it. Becky says, don't waste your 89-cent paint. 89 cents is 89 cents. And I've got it out here, so. And I could probably mix some of that maroon with it and make it a kind of a wood color here, but which is what it is. Just do that in here too. I'll be playing with this. I'll be playing with it. I'm going to call it done. I mean, not done, but done for tonight. Let's wash out my brushes. And I'll come out and say goodnight to everybody. I don't want to stay on too late. I'm trying to get away from these marathons. And I actually having a good success of doing that. All right, let's see what's going on in chat. Good night, Lisa. Thank you so much, Lisa, for covering for Paint Girly. We sure did appreciate it. Bonnie, do you know Wendy Mason? Bonnie and Clive. Hi, Bonnie and Clive. Welcome. Did you used to have a YouTube channel, Janet? I feel like I recognize your name. Oh, Janet. Janet does a lot of modding for a lot of people. She's very... You probably do recognize her from some of the other streams. I recognize your name from Wendy. I love my Wendy, Janet says. Wendy Mason. Is she from Australia or New Zealand? I get those girls mixed up. My shoe fell over here. Lost my scissors. Let's put that out here so you guys can see it. Maybe just put it top up here. There. She's one of our talented Aussie ladies. She's from Australia. Okay. Okay. They're saying goodnight to Lisa. Becky says goodnight to everyone. Well, let's see. Australia is a day ahead of us, so it's 10 o'clock here, so it has to be what? And is it in the evening or in the late afternoon in Australia? I bet it's in the evening, right? I lose track of the time thing. And that's why I was saying, I only think Central Time. If you wonder why I don't, you know, because there's Becky and Janet and, well, Tanya's Central, Vanessa. A lot of those gals are Eastern Time, but I do all my scheduling Central Time because I don't want to get mixed up with 10 different time zones. So that's why I insist on doing my schedule in Central Time, because I can think Central and you guys can convert to Eastern or whatever. I kind of went through that with Vanessa. And Vanessa did a really good job. Vanessa was she's new to our Friday night hop stream. She did a really good job. She did a premiere. I have to go back and watch it though, because I was setting up. I came right after Vanessa and I was setting up, so I missed part of it. Oh, Allie K says, you guys would love that store. Which store are you talking about? Let's go up. She says, I went to a local crafts thrift store. They had a whole bunch of buttons. $5 each. I bought 3. Oh, okay. You guys would love that store. Most items are under $1. Their goal is to make art supplies available to everyone. Wow, all inventory comes from donations. They are trying to spread creativity and inspiration to the community. Wow, Allie, that's cool. When I lived in Madison, when I first moved up to Madison, I lived on the east side of Madison. I moved to Madison in 2003. And for about 2.5 years, I lived on the east side of Madison. And about 1.5 miles down the road from me was a store. It closed, but her goal was everything in that thrift store sold for $2 or under. I loved it. I loved it. I was a frequent shopper. Yeah, probably too much. But she eventually had to close. I don't think that she was making a good profit off of it, but she had a good good pot. But you know, everything was $2 and under. I don't know how you could make a living with that, but I enjoyed it. And then from there I got a job over on the north side of Madison, And in order not to have to drive, it was about 10 miles from where I lived to the north side, and I didn't like making that drive every day to work. So I moved from the east side of Madison to the north side of Madison. I found a townhouse, and it's actually cheaper than my apartment, and it was just less than a mile from where I live. Well, it was across the field, but I had to drive to the corner and, do the... I was here. I lived here. The company was over here. But in order to get to the company, I couldn't cross the field. I had to go around the... So I was about a mile. So, not $5, 5 cents. Okay. Did I say $5? What did I say? What? Sorry, Allie K. Oh, I'm looking at chat here. 5 cents each. I said $5 each. I wondered. I thought, well, $5 button's pretty expensive. 5 cents each, they said. Allie K said I only paid a nickel for them there. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. You love the background? I like the maroon and the blue. I think it feels like the inside of a shadow box, like the velvet part that you might see. I'm thinking this might be a little bit too light, but they're telling me that it looks like it looks like the attic window. So I haven't decided. I'm not sure how I feel about this. But, yeah. So what I wanted to do, and of course, I have good intentions. What I wanted to do was actually paint these ladies on over here. And I don't know if I can do that or not. I'd have to use my tiny, tiny brushes. We'll see. I can always, if I mess up, I can always paint it out again. I would catch that part of that shoe and part of the button card, but this part I could paint out. But I want to make it look like, it was, just tacked on there maybe. Somehow. I could put it in a cubby hole, but then it looks like two people in a cubby hole. I would rather have it look like I could paint a smaller version of it and make it look like a photo. We'll see. I'm going to keep those ladies out. That's my inspiration piece. Allie K's from... What time is it in Australia? Allie K. Becky says she's in South Carolina. 14 hours ahead of us. So if it's 10:30 here, 12 hours would be 10:30 in the morning, and 2 more hours would be 11:32. Yeah, it'd be around noon in Australia, between noon and 1. All right, it's 10:32. I want to thank you guys very, very much for supporting the Hop. All of you that come to the Hops and support all the streamers, we sure do appreciate it. You are a big part of the Hops, even though you're not streaming. Just when you come and support all of the people that are streaming. And I have to give the people who did the streams this month a big thumbs up. Thank you for how they pulled together and made tonight a success. And even Susan Popo, she jumped in there and helped Ann get back online. She didn't have to do that. Yay! Thank you guys. I hope you all have a great weekend. Tomorrow's Saturday, and the only thing I know about Saturday is Beth Schuler is on tomorrow night. She usually comes on around 7 Eastern, 6 my time, right at our supper time. But Beth did a wonderful job in her stream tonight. And there are other people streaming, but I don't know who they are. I don't know the schedule, let's put it that way. Sunday, Tanya is streaming. I think she's changed her stream time to 1 in the afternoon on on Tanya McGuire. Tanya's channel is in the description box below. She streamed this morning in our hop. And I'm going to try to make it tomorrow. I haven't been to Tanya's stream, I think, since she got back. And you know what? I still have Tanya's ugly fabric. I need to do something with this. Yeah, I'll get it sent to you by May. Here it is, the middle of July. It's all because my sewing machine is way over there in the corner, buried under boxes. Then I'm planning on coming on Sunday night around 6 o'clock. And we are working on a Fibsville story. You guys are helping me tell it this time, the Fibsville story. We're developing a character, a murder mystery character. And I have to tell you, we got to talking about this in Decky's chat room, and yeah. Sorry, we kind of left you, because you weren't in that chat room. You missed part of the story. We'll fill you in. I had to stop him because, you know, I'm going, wait a minute. We need to do this in the stream so everybody can participate. But it's turning out quite well, so we're going to work on that. I'll try not to make it the whole stream, though, because it can get pretty involved. Okay, everybody, I hope you have a really good weekend, and I will see you Sunday evening at 6 if I don't see you in one of the streams. Thank you so much for coming. Have a great weekend. Bye. Oh, Allie K says Tanya's ugly fabric. Let me fill Allie K in on that. The ugly fabric was, Tanya had this, well, really it was like a blue houndstooth fabric, and she called it the ugly fabric, and she cut it up into squares and sent it to people. If they said, yeah, send me a piece. And you're supposed to do something with it and send it back to her by May 1st. I still have mine. I'm horrible. So that's what the ugly fabric is. All right. Night, everybody. Have a great weekend.